I'd like to start by saying I'm so sorry for your loss. I'm a cat rescue mom, so I've had a lot of death in my life, but when we love them, the good memories always outshine the sad goodbyes, and you did an excellent job with this eulogy. I really felt like I knew Frank by the end of your speech. I love your title. That was so great. It was really nice that you were able to add a little alliteration there, scales, smiles, and serenity. So it kind of lightened up what was about to come, which was the eulogy. You really set the tone to be serious, but not super, super sad. Sometimes eulogies go right into tears, and you did a great job of really elevating Frank's life and sharing some of the fun stories you had about him. My sister had a dragon, and I thought it was absolutely ludicrous until I got to know him. He used to chew on my hair. He was very sassy too. And a lot of people don't realize that dragons have a lot of personality. And again, you did a great job sharing that with us today. Goals. You wanted to present a well-organized speech and use gestures effectively. You started off slow with your hand gestures, but when you started mimicking some of the things Frank used to do, you came alive. It was really fun to see you step out of your comfort zone and just shine on stage. That was probably my best part of your speech, was your hand gestures when you were describing Frank. For your consideration, I'd like to see a little bit more light on your face. It was hard to see your mouth, and we don't need studio lights for that. You can sit by a window or even just pull a house lamp over and take the shade off and position it at a 45-degree angle so it's not casting hard shadows on you. That's a tip for all of us. We don't need expensive lighting. Just try to get some light on your face. Facial expressions, even though it was dark, you did use more facial expressions this time, so I'd like to applaud you for that. Amy did drop in the chat that she did have some problems sharing pictures of Frank. That was one of my comments. I'd like to see a few more pictures, but that happens to all of us, happens to me, it happened to Bill, and you really kept your composure through it. That's the most important thing. When our tech fails, we need to be able to carry our speeches with our gestures and our facial expressions, and you did a professional job at that. I loved your statement that Frank was a chill lizard with a little bit of sass. That really resonated with me. I think it's fun when we can draw personality traits out of our animals. It gives us a new image of what we're thinking about that animal. A lot of times we think lizards are just lying around on rocks, and you really made his personality come to life. It was fun. And in your tone of voice, I could really tell you loved him. The sincerity was there. You went from humorous stories to being a little bit more serious, again, without being super sad. Bravo, great job. I'd like to say again, rest in peace, my sassy pants lizard. I love that line as well. You had a lot of really great one-liners, and sometimes you're a little dry in your humor. So I would just consider bringing out those one-liners a little bit more, maybe punctuate them a little more, or do a little bit more of a dramatic pause, because your one-liners are fantastic. Overall, it was a great eulogy and one of the best speeches I've heard you do thus far. Thank you.